Hi everyone, and thank you for checking out my channel. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome if you're back again. Thank you so much for being here. Today I have another video where I'm going to go over some different brands that I found when I was out thrift shopping. I did do another video on this about, I think 2 weeks ago, and I will link it up above for you if you want to check that one out as well. So what I did is basically I was at the thrift store. I didn't have a ton of time to look up all the comps, but I did still want to look up these brands, so I just took quick photos of the tags and make it into a video to share some brand knowledge and recognition with you. So if you like to listen to YouTube videos while you list or photograph, this is the perfect one. I will put up the brand tag that I took a picture of on the screen so that you can actually see what it looks like if you want to take a look, but otherwise it's mostly going to be me talking, so you don't have to watch me the whole time. So I think I have 10 plus 1 extra and you'll see why, but oh wait, this page. Beep. Alright. So the first brand is Thane, T-H-A-N-E. This is a vintage brand. I actually wasn't able to find it until I put the word vintage in the Google search bar. It seems like they're mostly known for sweaters. There was some pretty high comps up to, high comps they were sold. So up to $85 and some all the way down under $10. I couldn't find too much info on the brand. There wasn't a lot listed, but if you do happen to come across it, I would pick up something that is a unique, in really good condition, and something that is a sweater. The next brand, I cannot believe I passed this one, or I don't even know, I didn't recognize it, whatever, but the brand is Wolford, W-O-L-F-O-R-D. I think possibly because it was a shirt, I wasn't really thinking it was that brand, but they are known for their tights and like intimates. So this was like a mesh floral shirt, and their clothing retails up to about $300. I saw mesh shirts on their website. So definitely missed that one. Oh, and by the way, I want to mention all of these comps that I'm looking at were on Poshmark. I just thought that was the easiest thing, unless I mention it, but mostly they're from Poshmark. And the clothing listed was all over $100 on Poshmark. The tights that they're known for were listed about $25 to $40. And sold for the clothing, I noticed clothing and like slips or like those undergarment type items were all over $100 and up to $300. So definitely if you see this brand, pick it up. Next brand is Fat Face. This brand started in 1988 in France. And I read like their little story about us, and it was really cool because they started the brand because they wanted to ski during the day, and so they're selling clothing at night. It's kind of like their little hustle, which I think a lot of us are doing. So I liked that idea. And their sweaters retail for about $75. There was not much listed on Poshmark, and what was listed was about $20, and sold were under $30. So I do like their story. It seems like a cool brand, but I would not pick it up to resell. And the next brand is Premium Soulstar. This brand popped up as an ASOS brand, and ASOS is a UK website. I don't think they have like actual retail stores, but basically they just have like curated brands on their website. This was a very, very inexpensive brand. It looked like men's only, and there was not many listed or sold, and items that were listed were $25 and under, so I would skip that brand for sure. Next brand is Lulu Bee Colorful Clothing Company. They do have a website, however, it is a non-working website. They have resort-style clothing with names like Naples and Palm Beach. Looks kind of like a Lily knockoff, so they're like a mid-range retail, $60 to $75. There was some listed as high as $80 to under $10. Higher comps are in the 60s for things like dresses and tunics, and tops, the comps were about $40. They have really, really colorful patterns, again, like Lily. That's their style. The next brand is Polyskins by Alan A. I wasn't able to find anything on this brand. It's definitely vintage. I found one thing that, the only thing that came up was an eBay listing for something called Medalist by Alan A. So I don't know if that's the same company. Medalist is, I guess, like an underwear brand. That's all I got for that one. Wouldn't pick it up. This next one, if you can tell me, I don't know, you get 10 points or something. I could not find anything on this. It definitely says something at star or at stare. I tried to look up, like you can see in the tag, there's a Y at the end, so I looked up like 5-letter words that end in Y. I was trying to find anything. I thought maybe it might be like an Anthropologie brand or something like that. But if you can figure this out, if you know this brand, let me know. Personally, I wouldn't pick it up because it seems like it would be hard to research or look up if you don't know exactly what it says. But I could totally be wrong. It could be a really good brand. I have no idea. The next brand is Current Air. This is an Anthropologie brand. They have a website where you can see all like their stuff. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of feminine details, pastel colors, ruffles, pleats, drop waist. I really liked everything on there, honestly. Their dresses have a high resale value and retail value. I'm actually not sure what I meant to write there, but it does have a high resale value. Especially if you use the style name. So I saw some really, really low comps, but it was because people didn't even put like any information in the title. It would say like cute blue dress, something along those lines. So people who did use the style name and the stock photos, a lot of the solds were over $100. So I would recommend that brand to pick up if you can get it at a good price. Definitely the dresses. Definitely for yourself too. The next is this Coolboy, or actually it's Cool collaboration with Inkboy. Since I've looked it up, I now know this. But the shirt just says Coolboy and it has a skull with this like rainbow tongue. And it's an Australian brand called Cool Shirts that did a collaboration with an Australian artist, Inkboy. So this is Cool Inkboy. And this is called the Inkboy long sleeve. This item was sold out, but it doesn't look like it's something that's really sought after. It's just like a screen printing type of deal. And the hoodie that is part of this collaboration that was still available is $60. And I saw one of the same exact shirt on Depop for £15. It was being sold in the UK. So I wouldn't pick it up. This next one is Benards. Their website is benardsfashion.com. It's Benares. They have very bold designs and patterns. They have a luxe line, which has a really high retail of $200 to $300. And they have a regular line, but the retail is still about $125. Most of everything was selling under $100. There wasn't much listed, and solds were $20 to $40. So while I might not pick this up to resell, I mean, if I got it like relatively cheap and I could sell it for $40, that's a good margin. But I would pick it up for myself. They had really like just beautiful dresses. They had a lot of the same. You could go on their website, it had like a color story, and you could look and see all of the styles that came in a certain pattern. So I really liked that brand. I'm happy to have found that. And this is the last one. We're at the last one already? Okay. Right? Yeah, okay. The last one is Robert Stock. Not to be confused with Robert Graham. Robert Stock is a vintage line from what well, not vintage line, but it's vintage. I don't think they're still producing clothing. I saw a lot of colorful bomber jackets and blazers. So there was a lot of things listed under $25, like ties and shirts. but there were higher comps, up to $75 for the blazers. And the bomber jackets were just really cool. If you come across it, it's something you like, I would just pick it up as a cool fashion piece, and you should be able to resell it for, you know, maybe $25-$30, but it's not super sought after. But, and there was a few listed, but lots of different patterns, not a lot of the same, you know, it's not like everyone found this one bomber jacket, so there could be a really cool pattern you could find. And, oh, I actually meant to say that as well with the Wolford. There was a lot of just different stuff. There wasn't a lot of saturation into one certain item or style or anything like that. So definitely look up for that brand, that Wolford brand, if you come across anything, because there was just a lot listed, but a lot of different stuff. So I think it would be worth it to pick up. And so, sorry, back to Robert stock. The bulk of solds were $10 to $25, again, for a lot of those, like, ties and just, like, shirts and things like that. And it looked like I did find one item, a dress, so one women's item. I don't know if that might have been a mistake, because it was really the only one. But that's what I have for you today. So I'll just list all these brands off again. We have Thane, Wolford, Fat Face, Premium Soul Star, Lulu B Colorful Clothing Co., Polyskins by Alan A., one that is unknown, Current Air, Coolboy, Benards, and Robert Stock. So tell me below if you've sold any of these brands, if there's, you know, if you learned something new today, if there's something that you're going to pick up and look for. I would love to know. If you have any other knowledge about these brands, leave it below as well. And if you like this video, give it a like. I could definitely do more of these, so let me know if you liked it. I put out videos every Friday, so I hope that you'll come back, and I will see you next week. Bye!